So it's really wonderful to reflect back on 10 years of faith walking. One of the first memories that I have of many is the early days. Jim came to us and said, "Hey, I'd like to try something with business people." But after that first faith walking, we engaged in conversation and reflection, and it became clear to me that we were laying a foundation of ongoing learning. Jim took from the volumes of reading that he always did. And Tricia took from her professional experience and the wide reading she did from the world of counseling. And I took experiential learning and years of frustration in trying to make disciples. And we were committed to seeing if there was a way to create some kind of a offering that would help people become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. And we knew we didn't know everything, so we were going to keep learning and keep trying. Those are great memories of conversations and seem to me to be iron on iron. The second thing I remember is my own 201. Here I was thinking that I had helped put together a tool that was going to be used. I didn't realize that I had such a great need too, that there were some areas in my life that I didn't know that needed to be exposed and needed some deep change. And I remember at the time both being surprised and thinking later, thank you, Lord, this is really good, because now my own participation in faith walking is far more authentic as somebody who's actively on a journey instead of at a place where I've somehow arrived. I think a third thing that comes to mind is after our third, maybe fourth Faith Walking 101, I had a sense that we still weren't getting some of the breakthroughs, that some of our folks were still stuck. Things were greater, but still stuck. And I approached Jim and Tricia and I said, I wonder if you'd be open to us taking a portion of the weekend and introducing the idea of vows. And they were so great. Let's try it. And what comes to my mind now are the stories from different parts of the United States and from people of various walks of life and of all different ages for whom that portion of understanding vows, how they're made, and ways to get to places of freedom through new habits of thinking and living. I hear the stories regularly. They're some of the deepest treasures that I carry with me from faith walking. The last thing that I think I'll say is that we had no idea 10 years ago that so many people would find this to be life-giving. To see how faith walking has been used, not the greatest thing since sliced bread, it's not the magic pill, but it is a tool that God is using. And it's happening in congregations and outside of congregations with all walks of people. So I join you in celebrating 10 years where God's been using faith walking, and in praying that we will steward this opportunity and the new learning He leads us into well for the future.